What it is, it's your boy Dutch the Damon, and you now watching Damon Time with Dutch. On today's episode of Prison Stories Uncut, we out back trapped in that cut annex with it, man. Now, this situation took place over 20 some odd years ago. They had your boy trapped in that cut annex. But before I hop off into storytelling mode, I'm gonna need all my loyal followers and subscribers to support the channel. The Cash App will be listed above the video. I do not get paid from TikTok, so if y'all want this heat to keep coming every day, all you gotta do is support. Now that we got that out the way, let's get it. Now, this story starts off in the Maryland House of Corrections, MHC, where all the prisoners with life was back in the day. Situation started out in there. Now, see, every prison in Maryland got a different group of brothers in it. But the higher the security level you go, the more serious it get. Now, them brothers in that Maryland House of Corrections, MHC, these is the brothers with tall numbers, double life and shit like that. The brothers that ain't got nothing to lose. So it's a little different with them. This shit a way of life for them. It's all they got, and they not playing about it. A lot of them dudes, families been disowned them years ago. They ain't got no money coming in from the outside world, nobody to get on that phone and call. These is the brothers who live and breathe the good brothers. But anyway, so you know they not gonna let you play with it. So it was a big brother in this jail. We gonna go ahead and leave his name out of it. But he was a big brother with a serious reputation from over East Baltimore. Old head, played with his nose for real. Been locked up like 17 years. And he was a big brother on location. He wasn't the biggest brothers. There was some brothers in there way more that outranked him, basically. But he was definitely above my head. He definitely was a big brother. But anyway, now if you know anything about that Maryland House of Corrections before they closed it down, they got closed down because an officer got deleted in there, man. It's not a game in there. It's a war zone. You better be about your shit. Take pain to claim it. So if you was going to claim this, you better be able to stand on it. But them dudes in there, they don't care what you a part of. Dudes don't got nothing to lose, man. Dudes not playing about nothing. But anyway, everybody running around in that motherfucker with life with tall numbers. I was in there because of my gang profile. They raised my security level for some shit that I did, put me in there with the lifers and maximum security, you feel me? So Slim was a big brother, like I say, so he wouldn't discuss none of his business with us. He would do that with the big brothers. We ain't had no idea what was going on or nothing. All we knew was he was foot soldiers, and during these years, he was basically waiting for our numbers to get called to put some work in. These was those years. But anyway, Slim, the big brother, ends up having some beef with a dude in that Maryland House of Corrections that stemmed from all the streets. See, the story goes, the big brother supposed to went on here and deleted Slim brother uptown when they was on the street. And Slim that the brother was beefing with, in return, got down on the big brother, biological brother, but didn't delete him. But he left him in a chair. Wheelchair, the man lost his legs. So these dudes is real enemies. Ain't no patching that. Now, this dude wasn't a Muslim. This dude wasn't a gang member. He wasn't a brother. He wasn't just a civilian, you feel me? But he was a gangster, serving life with nothing to lose. Now, I guess the brother was kind of comfortable because he had security on him and all of that. Brothers following him around. I guess he felt comfortable and safe. You got niggas standing around you with blicks on him. You probably feel a little safe too. But this wasn't the case, because all I know is, so the good brother got to pass down the medical. So he get his medical pass and exit the housing unit, walking, making his way up the compound. All I know is he stopped by C building to talk to the officer about something. But while he's talking to the officer, C building is letting out for dudes to go up medical, because he just had came out of like B building or some shit like that. But he's standing there talking to a female officer, probably flirting with her. Dudes coming out of C building. Man, they say he was running his mouth to a female officer with his back turned. Slim, that he beefing with from over East Baltimore, slid up from behind, out of C building, walked straight up behind the brother and said his name. Man, when the brother turned around, this man took a blick and plunged it in the brother, top of the brother's stomach, and dragged it down the brother's stomach, man. Ripped the brother's stomach open. Female officer, she hollering, she running. They say the brother insides, man, the intestines and shit hanging out the brother's stomach. That shit fell out. No bullshit. Brother shit fell on the ground, man. You see, he trying to hold this shit together. Slim just walked off. Passed the blick to somebody and walked off. Left the brother there with his shit on the ground, man. Brother fall out. They had to airlift him up out of there, man. Helicopter. Sent the good brother down shock trauma. Now, naturally, the good brothers is hot about this. The man had all kind of orders put on his head. But I'm going to tell you what stopped it. Why the brothers didn't retaliate. So Slim that did it, that drug that blick down the brother's stomach, got knocked off for that shit, put on lockup and all that, street charges and everything. They hit a man with a temp. Brothers had a bullseye on the back of that man's head. Whenever he come off lockup, back in the population, no matter what prison they sent him to, because we knew he wasn't going to let him off in this jail, wherever he go at, he greenlit. However, Slim sent his paperwork from off the lockup building. One of the brothers was a working man that worked on lockup. So when the brother went over there, he slid his papers under the door like, man, make sure such and such get this, man. I don't got no problems with y'all, man. I know that's y'all homeboy, man, but you got to read this, man. Come on, man. The good brother ain't say shit to him, just took the paperwork and dipped off. But he made sure it got to where it was supposed to go. Now, fast forward. Once the brother see this shit, niggas is fucked up by this. But Slim was an outstanding member, you feel me? Been around, but he ate that cheese, told that business. And this how you know he been around for a while, because the brothers ain't want to green light him. Instead of green lighting them, they opened the gates and let him walk out. Told him, don't keep that out your mouth. You ain't that no more. Because the rationale was, he know too much, man. If we do that and he flip on us, he could tell everything, you feel me? So instead of doing that, they let him gracefully bow out, get his walking papers, get the fuck on. Anywho, the good brother, they got his stomach ripped open, ends up, they transferred him once he healed up, because they kept him behind the door till he healed and shit. In the hospital, then they put him behind the door till he healed, right? He ends up going down ECI on that Eastern Shore. That's far as shit where he came from, and they did that on purpose, so that he don't run into dude, right? I lie to you not. This brother knew damn well he wasn't a good brother no more. No, they kicked him out and all of that shit. The brothers down ECI didn't know. He went down there running shit with an iron fist. I'm talking about getting good brothers hitting all that, man. Yeah. This was the type of shit going on back in the day, man. He had to be around. He was down there shagging and dragging down ECI until one of the big brothers that was in the cut with him came down there and greenlit his ass because he didn't honor the bigger brother's wishes when they told him to step the fuck off. He went on here and flew back up, so he was greenlit. But the problem was, he found out the big brother was in a jail. He was in a different housing unit. When he finds this out, he checks in and gets the fuck out of there once. We ain't get to get him. And we heard he moved out of state and all that shit, man. Yeah, but the good brothers let Shorty walk that did that to him. Ain't do nothing to him.